Sup, I am back. Desktop fixed. Higher quality videos and some sort of editing to maybe skip parts where like I'm doing like literally nothing. We'll see. Yeah, so basically someone for today, somebody wanted me to remake something by Ehyde. Ehyde Big Adventure. He made this song like forever ago. So that's what I sort of did here. I'm just kind of screwing around in Cubase right now. So yeah, I made it in Cubase. Is that gonna be okay or like sweet? So here we are. Was it Control? Yeah. Okay. Sweet. It's my synths really. The synth sound I made is like really the crooker. I did a really bad job on making it. I'll probably screw around with it some more, but here's the song that is the question in play here. So here we are. So yeah, that's basically what I made. The Growl's not even close. I was just having some fun, but the main thing that wanted to be covered, I think, was this the high screechy sound. So I kind of got that going on here. Let's listen. Sounds so differently mixed. See, I can't figure out that MIDI oops of I can't figure out what that is. I know it's like triplets, but I just don't know what it where it goes. Like, I don't know how to get it to work. Okay, so here we are. Oops. And part of the problem here is the synth. Okay, so basically some important things to keep in mind from the actual song here. Let's trim it down to just a drop, maybe. You'll notice immediately that there's a piano in the background. But like just different sample. Maybe some different chords actually. You might be using Contact. And the drums, basically there's a crash on the 2 bar, like on the second bar every go. So it'll come out something like this. I don't know exactly what the drums were doing, but that was pretty close. There's like a swing to it. That's all I know at this moment here, is that there was a bit of a swing to it. Yeah, so, and there's a sub. So the growl is basically... That's what it sounds like right now, right? But... I had it like that at a point. There's actually no difference at all. I tried to modulate some stuff here. Maybe make it more obvious now. But actually, now that I think about it, if I just got rid of like all this, like this, and then just made sure that this was panned correctly, and then got rid of this, and we were just left with this, and actually sent it to the correct spot, we would be left with, which was essentially the growl I made. There could have been some stuff better I could have done to it. The tutorial was specifically asked to be in massive, by the way. And one thing I did not think I could do, totally did not think of till right now, is why don't I actually just modulate some cutoff stuff? Like, jeez. We could maybe just turn this off for a second. And then go here. Maybe modulate that a bit too or something. Down. So I actually tried to record me making this. The thing that went wrong with that was that basically I forgot to actually activate Bandicam, so it just stopped at 10 minutes, and it was like 50 minutes. It was already just getting crazy long because I was making this from scratch. So yeah, I just want to quickly run over everything. I want this to be like a quick video. Basically, the things that are bugging me right now are... So, the bass here, there's something important to realize when you listen to the actual track that is now gone to the depths of hell. Yeah. In this track, there's a bass sound. There's a bass sound. So the growl, what it is, in all purposes, is if you look at this MIDI, it's basically a down pitch like this, and it plays the octave down. I do it quite a lot actually myself. I do it pretty much in every dubstep growl I have. Actually, I think that's usually my starting growl that I always want to go to. And what that gives you is like gives you a really cool effect. Basically is what I'm trying to say. So like if we were to maybe like duplicate this track, right? And then we just initialize this to that, you can hear the effect it has. If we soloed it and actually made sure it had a pitch to it, like that, we can hear that. Is there like vibrato on there? There is too, okay. So I'll just do that. So yeah, let's listen to this again. So yeah, you get oh, I'm cheating also. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, like that sound. You can hear how that's closely related to this. If we could play it. The only difference, though, is that there's a growl part aspect to it, but it's following the same pitch. And the way the growl works here is what's called a breath and inhale. So you can hear how like it's a growl hit, which basically means it's going to go down. So if you look at the automation, it would basically go like this, like downwards mainly. And the second part's like an inhale, right? So it should come in like this. Being serious here. However, for some reason, I don't get taken seriously here when I make this, because the growls. So basically, the automation will come down and up again, but it'll be something different the next time. Is what I'm getting at here. I forgot to alt this over like that. There we go. And this isn't even going to be consistent, so we should might as well just recopy it all here like that. And then you're useless, so go away. And honestly, this growl could be a little better. Come on. In terms of this right there. That. So yeah, I like that better. So that's what we got going on. And then so yeah, basically regardless if it's a saw, it's just got that inhale factor to it. And then like I've got chains on it that we'll make a regular sound go from to like this. I really like that sound. So when we listen to it, the massive itself sounds like this. So it's really poorly designed. It kind of got mangled after I put all these effects on it. So I've got a FabFilter Saturn, pretty much warm tape everywhere on all of these, and they're as so on 4K and 120. I've got an OTT sort of on to get the crunchiness out, and then I have a Vocodex set up in a special way, and basically it's just routing straight through. I'm using it as an effect at this point. You can stare at the settings if you want. And then I've got a FabFilter Pro MB doing not really anything too much, and then I'm basically cutting the frequencies like this, and I probably could be doing and then supercharger for compression because I'm not using Bitwig, so I don't really have much of a choice. And then it comes out to like this sound. The massive itself is very random on the oscillators. I have restart via gate, so it's the same every time it comes out. I have basically a macro here, macroing some white noise, and then a wavetable position of the modern talking at 12 up, and then sonic at regular. They're both on bend minus, band reject, and then a Bronner tube distortion, and then EQ with a little bit of high shelf mod on it here. And then it took the volume. Oh, I did not. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, you can copy the settings here. I have some phase on the 2. Just a tiny bit of phase to, actually, what do I like better? I kind of like that better. Yeah, so the important thing here is the synth sound, more or less, than these basses that I can't recreate as much because, like, I'm not as experienced as this guy, as E-Hide is, obviously, or else I'd be where he is. So this is kind of like a trademark Virtual Riot / E-Hide sound. Just like that kind of growl. So yeah, so like that was my attempt here. It's just a lot quieter over here because it's not mastered as well, so keep that in mind when you're like, oh my god, it doesn't sound the same. Yeah, so in this massive, basically, there's something going on with the pitch for a time. I don't know if he's modulating the volume, but it's basically like not going all the way down, but it's kind of decreasing as time goes on, I guess. So how I made this is I'll just make it from scratch. Maybe I can make it better. If you click new sound, you'll even get the macro. I have the first macro being modulated. like this, and then basically it's 2 sine waves. Like this, both on, max amp. One needs a pitch mod to come in by 48 semitones, and then it comes in like this. And you have to Bronner tube them together to get the sound. Like that. You could even add that to this if you wanted to, and then bring it down again. Yeah, so there's some of it. So that's basically the crooker to like my understanding. I feel like I'm missing something here. This is what the other one was missing. Okay, because I was talking about how the synth sound basically is modulating in here. Yeah, you can't hear it. It's morphing from like in wavetable standards, like wave standards. So now that I think about it, I wasn't thinking about this one. So if you find the right modulation, for example, if we take, I hate when I click on it in there and it doesn't go in. So if we do this. There's always that sweet spot, right? So it's gonna be something like that now that I think about it. And there's a pitch mod that I can't... This is a dangerous game. Okay. I'm happy. I'm way closer to the sound now, and I was like really mad because I was like, how can I not figure this out? I was very sad about it. So basically there's gonna be there's a pitch mod, or not pitch, we could try a volume mod here. So we'll do this. Cause it goes like do 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 do. So we just gotta keep that one in mind too. So now we found something else to macro. God damn. Okay, so here we go. Now we have to macro this one as well. So hopefully that did it, and then we can show all used automation. Where's that where's it at? Where's my automation at? Just recorded. Oh, you know what it was? It's because it wasn't during a clip or anything. So now it should be in. Okay, or not. That's really annoying. So inconsistent. So read, and then basically I'm gonna go and find the massive macro 3, and now we're gonna modulate this somehow, and then we'll do show all, and now we have 3 lanes. So the first part, when we listen to this, I was doing multiple notes. Basically, it's just going to be the continued one. And so now when we listen to it, we're going to activate the... Is this 3? Yeah. So we're gonna activate this now as we play this part. And then we're gonna turn it off when we get here. And then we're going to turn this down. So for effects, I have some Saturn here, 360 hertz and 2000 hertz. And basically what this is doing, I'm trying to like take the fundamental tone, basically distort the fundamental tone. Pro MB again, pretty much doing nothing, I guess, if you want to think about it that way. And then we have a Pro Q sucking out all that low end. And then Supercharger again. So, yeah, I would give it some attack. And then, I didn't realize this had to go up. So we'll do this, and this will be up, all the way up here again. Yeah, I can live with that. It's not smack on, but it's pretty close. So yeah, that was what I basically went over. There's just a piano chord on the offbeat, which is unusual-ish. Like, that's how I prefer to do my dubstep stuff as well, but usually it's on beat, because it's reggae. But it sounds better when it's offbeat, but if you do it like that, you can do fancy things with it too, so I don't know. Another point that was brought up is, oh, how do growls work? So if you look here, basically, whenever you make drops of any sort, you want to kind of have like a 2-bar rhythm instead of the usual 4. Because you want to make it like seem faster kind of thing. So you do 2 bars. Pretty much every 2 bar, there's a growl. The same growl over and over again. And then you add stuff in between to fill it up. Basically whatever you want, something rhythmic. So really you could have like a bass sound, 4 bass sounds per 2 bars kind of thing. Or you could do like to have this crooker bass fill up all of it. And then what's very, very common is have some sort of bass sound. Bring it back to the growl again, even if it's the same growl or whatever. The growl he uses is processed a special way. I believe he uses something called like X-Morph, which is like a really, really awesome vocodex for voice modulation. Like the vocodex by Image Line is like total crap at doing what it's supposed to do, I guess. Muzzy really likes it, but that's about it. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully that helped somewhat. Bass growls go on, they're called bass hits. They basically go on every bar or every 2 bar, and then you've got your filler stuff like the bass crooker synth, which is the synth, I guess. And then you gotta rely on like your crashes and stuff, like your drum kit, to fill up all that background space. Like if I had muted all of this. Oh, right, okay. I gotcha. So if I muted the cymbals, I knew I had this somewhere. Sounds empty because I had the piano here with a little bit of reverb on it, taking up that backspace. Then I had this cymbal that's not playing because this is muted. And that's being sidechained and such, right? So, with the combination of them all together, even if you took out the crash, still sounds kind of empty in my opinion. The crash really helps. Everything helps, but yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.